Right, this is the start of the second isolation painting video. We're going to do this blue tip with the pink flowers, and the first job is to put a layer of very pale, I can't emphasise enough with yellow, very pale lemon yellow over the chest of the blue tit. You'll hardly be able to see that, you might just get a glow on the paper. And then I've mixed up some alizarin crimson, and again, very, very pale. Just going to place this, and you can be neater than me, on each of the flowers. Now, if I'm getting a run of paint there, I want to just take off that excess before I go too far. Otherwise, it will form a watermark later. I've probably just not quite taken enough off. You can be neater. I'm being a little bit slapdash here. Into each of these flower areas. So I've done these. Before I go down to the bottom, again, dab on your tissue. Just take off the excess with the tip of the brush. If you've gone over the edge in any place like I have, squeeze the brush out completely, and the brush will successfully take off any of that excess there. So if you want to lift excess paint, you want the brush to be wet and then dabbed off for it just to absorb a little bit of the paint. And if you've gone over the edge, you squeeze the brush out completely and you use the tip of the brush to take off that excess. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom. And one thing you'll notice is that I have made this stem go right the way across. Now there's a reason for that, and you'll see on the next video why we don't want, I've actually got an excess here of page which I was going to cut off, but never mind. You'll find out why we need a gap, a line across here on the next level, and it will just make the next area much easier to do. So just checking that I'm not missing anything. Same thing again, if I've got a run of paint that's forming a blob, dab the brush off very lightly on your tissue and take out that paint. But if you've gone over your edge, you squeeze the brush out and the brush will absorb the paint and neaten your edge. So there's a couple of places there when I've been a little bit slapdash. And that's your first bit, just establishing where the pinks are and the yellow of the bird. Okay?